Hey folks, my name is Jürgen, aka Nerd and Proud of It, and Destiny has brought you to my channel today to talk about if we actually are killing our LGSs by boycotting Wizards of the Coast. And I think it's a very important question. And don't be alarmed by the Masters of the Universe and the Marvel Dice Throne here. There is a reason for that. We're gonna talk about Magic the Gathering, no worries. But before we do that, I first want to thank all the old subs, all the new subs, and of course I want to give a thank you to my Patreons. With all of your support, this channel can grow and can stay independent, which is very important to me, because then I can give you my honest opinion. I've been at Dutch Comic Con last weekend, and I picked up this. I will talk about this at the end of the video. So if you don't want to hear about Masters of the Universe or Marvel Dice Throne, there is no need to stick around until the end of the video. You can just shut it off and listen to the magic talk. But a little spoiler, there will be a short clip of Jonesy at the end. So Jonesy is my cat, for those who don't know, and I often get a lot of questions about when he will appear in the videos, and he will appear in the video today, right at the end. Yeah, that's how I keep you watching, you know. Folks, so I've been to Dutch Comic Con over the weekend, and I talked to a lot of retailers, and they basically all had to say the same thing. They are going through difficult times, which is crazy, because if you look at this here, it has been really, really busy. When it comes to Magic the Gathering, there wasn't a lot to find. I found some, and I will show you a little later in the video. But basically there are a lot of cosplayers, a lot of booths, some actors. I saw a lot of Pokemon. Yeah, you see like graded Pokemon cards here. And I also saw some Flesh and Blood, a lot of non-graded Pokemon as well, and I saw a little bit of Magic the Gathering. The general trend seems to be that Pokemon is really, really hip, and the audience is very young. So my son was really happy to see all these Pokemon cards, even the graded ones, which were unobtainable for him. But I bought a couple of boosters of the new expansion for him, so he was really happy about that. Also came across a lot of graded comics, which seems to be booming. And yeah, you saw some graded cards there in the back, mainly Pokemon as well, but graded comics seem to be a thing as well. And I have some graded comics, yeah, more Pokemon, graded comics. That was the main thing. Magic the Gathering, here and there, not a lot. I think the target group simply is too young for Magic the Gathering, and too young already means that it's like between, let's say, 12 and 25. And obviously there might not be a lot of Magic the Gathering players there. A lot of cool stuff, action figures. Just take it in, and I will tell you what the retailers told me. Masters of the Universe, I'm really into that. I'm into action figures as well. So I definitely was happy to see some here. Castle Grayskull up there, really cool. But Magic the Gathering, folks. I finally found one retailer, and I talked to the Pokemon guys as well, because and yeah, he had a lot of, you see it here, he had a lot of Magic the Gathering stuff, and the prices were actually kind of fair. I mean, he had like collector booster boxes for around $200. Yeah, you see the collector booster boxes here. He had some interesting stuff I hadn't seen in a while. He had most boosters. But most recent boosters. What everybody told me, and that got me thinking. And yeah, I of course said recently that I will not buy any Magic the Gathering product that is new anymore for now. I also try to support my LGS by buying singles, mainly old singles. But if everybody actually is not buying new product, and LGS obviously, and that's what they told me, they can't survive on the old singles only because they have a certain inventory, and if nobody's buying the new stuff, then a certain revenue stream is cut off. And if everybody's buying old stuff, that's good because there's at least some money coming in. But at a certain point, the desirable cards are gone, and you can't refresh all the old stuff, of course. You can't refresh that inventory very easily because then you have to have a good cash flow to buy new inventory from people who want to trade it in for either store credit or money. So it's a bit of a double-edged sword, because Wizards has brought it up on themselves by saying we should not engage in the products we don't want to. That means, if I don't want to buy it, I'm not buying it. And at the moment, I'm not buying it because I'm not happy with Wizards of the Coast. But who's hurting? The LGS is hurting. Oh, then I buy singles because then the LGS has at least some money coming in. But in the end, it's not enough. And that's alarming. And all of them, all 6, 7, 8 of them I talked to told me they were in trouble. And you recently commented on a lot of videos that your LGS either is in trouble or either is close to shutting down or already has shut down. So yeah, I think that's very scary. Quick look at my haul. I wanted to buy Magic the Gathering, but I didn't really find anything old, and I still want to stick to buy new stuff, and therefore I bought Boss Off, the Lord of the Wasps, and Yitsu here. Well, amazing artwork. That is done really well with Masters of the Universe. Stratos, one of my favorites. Yitsu, the Karate Master, and I bought Dice Throne from a store. I had a really nice chat with Dice Throne. Pretty cool game, very easy to set up. It's actually played with special dice. You have like two heroes, in this case Marvel heroes, that are facing off against each other. They got it's if you roll the die and or 5 dice or 6 dice or how many you have for that certain character, and then you check what you can do with the result you have. Depending on the results, of course, you have like special attacks and you can do cool stuff. And it just takes like 20 minutes. Has a couple of more characters here, and every character is unique in its own way. Folks, if you are still here, I'm very curious what you think about the LGS discussion. It's difficult because I'm not responsible for what Wizards of the Coast does. I'm not responsible for the way they treat their customers, us, and I'm not responsible that they tell me I should not engage in their products. Who's hurting though is the local LGS, because they have to deal with what they got. They need to diversify, of course, and they need to add like action figures and board games like here to their inventory. But then they first need capital to expand their inventory. If it's a really traditional LGS, then I can imagine they're in really big trouble if Magic the Gathering is not part of their revenue stream anymore because people are refusing to buy it. I'm really curious what you think about it. Let me know in the comments. Folks, at the end of the video, a little glimpse at Lazy Jonesy, who doesn't care about this at all. For now, I wish you a very nice weekend. Stay healthy, stay frosty, and I talk to you next time. Thanks for listening, folks. Bye-bye.